Imagine a world where love is bound by rules judged by society and sealed with contracts colder than a business deal. Welcome to the hidden truths of modern marriage, where the glamour of wedding photos hides secrets darker than you could ever guess. This is a story of love, betrayal, and rebellion that will leave you questioning everything. First, let's talk about dating today. It's not the chaperone strolls of old, but don't be fooled. Freedom comes with its own chains. Apps like Tinder, Instagram DMs, and even a single like can be dissected, like evidence in a courtroom. Women especially face invisible rules. Be perfect. Stay classy. Keep quiet to protect your reputation. Picture Anaïs, the writer whose diaries shocked the world with bold confessions of love and desire in the 20th century. If she posted one spicy thought on X today, she'd be canceled or turned into a viral scandal overnight. Love in our time, though, freer as a minefield. One wrong post can ruin your future. But it's not just social media. Relationships are still shaped by money and status. A man needs to prove he can provide, not unlike the old days when a bride's father demanded proof of wealth. And women, they've traded Victorian fans for emojis, cryptic texts, and carefully crafted stories. But mess up one message and bam, you're in the friend zone for life. Now marriage, think it's all about love. Think again. It's often a contract, a deal, a merger. Hollywood stars and tech billionaires sign prenups longer than novels spelling out who gets what when it all falls apart. In the U.S., about 15% of couples sign these agreements, locking down money, property, even custody of kids. But here's the kicker in many parts of the world. Women have no say in these deals. They enter marriage with less power, just like back when a bride's wealth became her husband's property. Reem Alsalem, a UN expert on violence against women, fights for fairness in family courts, echoing struggles from long ago. She points out that women worldwide still lose out in divorces and custody battles. Even in modern legal systems, men often hold the upper hand when it comes to kids or cash. And then there's the law itself. Can you believe some women practically vanish legally after saying "I do"? In certain countries, a wife needs her husband's permission to open a bank account, sign a contract, or even leave the house. Tina Turner, the queen of rock, lived this nightmare. Married to Ike Turner, she endured years of abuse, losing control of her money and career. When she walked away in 1976, she had nothing but her name. Her story proves that even the brightest stars can be trapped by the system. Then there's Sarah, a woman whose name was hidden to protect her. In 2017, she faced abuse from her husband while pregnant, controlled financially and socially, with no way out until a women's group stepped in. These stories show that even today, inequality casts a long shadow over love. Now let's dive deeper. Love can heal, but it can also destroy. Sexually transmitted diseases like HIV and syphilis haunt modern marriages, especially when trust is broken. Marvelyn Brown, an HIV activist, found out in 2003 that her boyfriend had infected her. Unlike the past when wives were kept in the dark, Marvelyn turned her pain into power, speaking for millions living with HIV. Yet studies show a third of women infected by partners don't know until it's too late. Worse, some places cling to a horrific myth that sleeping with someone pure can cure disease. In parts of Africa, this belief has led to attacks on young girls, spreading illness and stealing futures. Women like Marvelyn fight not just disease, but the stigma and silence that come with it. Behind closed doors, there's another horror: domestic violence. Tina Turner again survived years of physical and emotional abuse from Ike. Sarah, pregnant and battered, had nowhere to turn. 1 in 4 women worldwide has faced partner violence, numbers that hide scars, sleepless nights, and broken dreams. Many, like their Victorian sisters, pour their pain into secret blogs or Reddit threads, whispering truths about bruises and threats. Hotlines and NGOs offer help, but fear of judgment keeps too many silent. And when silence breaks, some women fight back in shocking ways. Nomia Rosemary Ndlovu, a former South African cop, was convicted in 2021 for killing 5 family members and her boyfriend for insurance money. Her crime stunned a nation much like poisonings did long ago. Was she a victim of a cruel world or a cold-blooded killer? The question lingers. Judy Buenoano, America's Black Widow, poisoned her husband's son and tried to kill her fiancé for insurance cash before her execution in 1998. These acts weren't just crimes. They were cries from women crushed by violence, poverty, or injustice, choosing a deadly path to freedom. But not all fight with poison. Reem Alsalem battles with her voice, pushing for legal reforms to give women a fair shot. Her work reminds us that even a whisper can shake the system. Science tells us gender inequality in marriage comes from power structures baked into society. Women own less than 20% of the world's land despite their economic contributions. Technology like apps to detect abuse or GPS trackers helps women escape danger but raises privacy concerns. On the human side, these stories are more than data, they're cries in the dark, dreams crushed, and spirits that refuse to break. So how much has changed? The corsets are gone, but societal pressures, legal biases, and hidden wounds remain, just in new forms. Marriage is still a gamble, where women often draw the short straw. Yet through women like Reem and Marvelyn, we see a fire that won't die. History doesn't repeat, it echoes. Will you dare to ask the questions that uncover the secrets still hiding in the shadows?